The terrorist Trump must be defeated, must be destroyed, must be devoured at the ballot box. And then he and his enablers and his supporters and his collaborators and the Mike Lees and the William Barrs and the Sean Hannitys and the Mike Pences and the Rudy Giulianis and the Kyle Rittenhouses and the Amy Coney Barretts must be prosecuted and convicted and removed from our society while we try to rebuild it and to rebuild the world.
That's liberal loon Keith Olbermann ranting almost incoherently about removing conservatives from society after Trump loses the election. Here now with a reaction to that and much more, author of the new book, The Trump Century, and host of the Lou Dobbs Tonight Show on Fox Business, Lou Dobbs, my friend who joins me now. All right, good evening, Mr. Dobbs. Good to have you on Justice. So what do you say? Thank you. What do you say about Mr. Olbermann? I haven't heard from him in a while. You think he just got out of the loony bin or what?
I don't know where he's been, and I do know where he's headed. He's the avatar for the left in this country, the radical Dems. That is the level of intelligence you can expect, whether you're on Capitol Hill with Adam Schiff, whether you're watching in the Senate Charles Schumer. There is a rabid absurdity to them all, and they're vicious, they're venal, and they don't care one whit about the consequences of either their words or their actions. And that is what Donald Trump has been putting up with, as you well know, every hour of every day since he decided to run for president. It's extraordinary. And that is, his language, by the way, is consonant with that which we read in the left-wing newspapers and the news outlets. Corporate news in this country. It's not just fake news, it's corporate news. NBC owned by Comcast, CNN owned by AT&T, but they don't want you to know that. Because right now, corporate America is suffocating freedom of speech. They are, in fact, destroying individual liberties in this country day by day, and doing it in utter outright league with the radical Dems and the deep state.
You know, the amazing part of it, Lou, is the fact that Republicans don't talk like this. That the hate began on the left, that as soon as Donald Trump was elected president, you know, who had friends on Facebook, they would no longer talk to you. And I mean, you know, aren't they supposed to be the inclusive party? I mean, the truth is that they're the haters. They literally are the haters. And I'm not just blaming everything based upon what Olbermann says, but the hissy fit everything for the last 4 years has been beyond what any of us should tolerate.
There is no reason, and I think Judge, I think it's really important for us to understand one of the great crimes committed has been by the Republicans, and that is to accept the venal, vicious hatefulness of the Democrat Party and to allow these attacks against the president to continue. We're now watching as we approach 3 weeks to the election. The Dems in New York are threatening to sue the president in perpetuity. They are attacking him and planning to attack him after he leaves the presidency, which hopefully will be in 4 years. But we are also watching the mail-in ballot fraud with 5 million ballots already, now 6 million ballots already cast. It is a fraud being perpetrated, and no one is standing up, not even the Republicans, for crying out loud. Only the president's voice right now stands between us and sure voter fraud.
All right, Lou Dobbs, I couldn't agree with you more. Thanks so much for being with us. And now